Hello, welcome to the Goodfellas podcast. This is episode 4 with your host, me, Shaun.
And me, Clarke.
That's very professional there, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I got the hands crossed and everything. How are you all doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
You alright, dog?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Never episode now.
Another episode.
Now.
Yeah, getting a bit more into the flow of things.
For the viewers, not the listeners, what a new table.
Yeah, got
Different table.
for that. We're still trying to change things up. I want to apologise for the last episode. The audio was a bit funny.
Yes.
We're still tweaking with the microphones and trying to get the best setup we can. Probably in a couple more episodes it'll be more polished.
Yes.
We're going to get audio. We're gonna sort more things out. Obviously, bear with us. We're just starting. Different table. Because at the moment we're lugging a dining table about 20 meters, aren't we?
Yeah.
And the setup will get better. It'll get more polished. We're going to add stuff as we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to say the audio was a bit funny, but still listenable. We found.
Yeah, and I mean, if you did listen to it, maybe you, like you said, hopefully you enjoyed listening to us on our holidays and our stories, and you might even have similar stories yourself, similar locations, and if you have, then obviously send them in. We don't mind reading them out.
Yeah.
If there's some funny stories you got, send them in. We don't mind reading them out.
Yeah, honestly, send in whatever you want. Questions, you want advice, funny stories for us to read out, anything you want, we're happy to do it.
Yeah. So I think today's episode though, we're gonna we've got quite a bit to talk about. Bit of a sporty one.
Yeah.
Multiple sports.
Yeah.
Not just purely going to be football today.
Multiple sports. We're going to touch on just briefly the FA Cup.
Yes, we'll start with that in a minute. I'll do the beer first.
Do the beer first, do the FA Cup, and then a bit about other sports, boxing, what's going on, Eubank Jr and Ben.
Bit of F1.
A bit of F1, and what's going on in the world at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that.
Oh, favourite part?
Your favourite part is it when I present you the beer. So, from a European country.
Oh.
Known to have good beers.
Well, it's Belgium or Germany. Go on.
You're half right. Or you're 50-50. Yeah, I present you this.
Oh, German?
Yes, this is German. This is I think it's called Regali. I can't. Regali. I'm
Prima.
butchering that about. It might be Regal. Regali.
It's one of the ones you said, I reckon. But that, you can see that there. It's a nice looking bottle as well, isn't it?
Bigger than the last couple.
Bigger than the last couple of ones got. 5.2. Cheers, brother.
That's right.
5.2 percentage. Looks very nice and crisp.
Let's give it a
Eindrucksvoller Geschmack. 1386. Wow. Sorry, that's probably on your facts, but
no, that's fine. It's completely fine. It's almost filled the glass this time. That's proper beer this time.
Wow, yeah, look at that.
Nice and crisp.
1386.
Nice.
The logo is sort of like a distinguished German on there. That's nice and crisp and like a German beer.
Cheers, dog.
Cheers, dog.
Give it first station. Wow. You can't knock a German beer. That is first drip. Oh, that's smooth as well. Crisp and smooth. That is a lovely beer.
Oh, I mean, that is...
Very nice. Well, that's...
Well...
For today's...
That is delicious.
I'm glad I could bring you another new one to try it.
Mate,
We've never had before, so...
Already, that is right up there with the Kilmeth.
Well, we'll get that halfway through. We will rate this after we've had a few more sips. But
that is delicious. Good shout. And that is from...
Germany. Yep, Germany.
And you got it from...
Beers of Europe again.
Beers of Europe again. Getting closer and closer to that sponsorship.
Many places like it, but
you get the best beers.
There, really.
Well, there's 4 now, and all four have been pretty good, mind.
I wonder if we'll ever get one under like 5.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe when you get just like Schlonder beers or things like that kind of.
Yeah, because
like wheat beer or something like that.
Well, when we were in Belgium, like we said on the last episode with Sol, a lot of the beers are obviously lush, but we had a couple, didn't we?
Right, yeah.
And it was like, it just did not taste that
like
good.
ones made by like the monasteries as well.
Yeah.
No, that was the funny thing. We thought we ordered the right beer, and we ordered the wrong one.
We ordered the wrong one. It was dark.
It was like 7%.
Yeah.
So I will we'll try all different types of beers, but
we will try. We'll let you know, because it's what matters in the world of men.
Beer is one.
Trying good beer.
If you're a beer drinker.
Yeah. I'll just quickly say sorry before you carry on. Nice Sidemen jumper you got on there.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I've had this quite a lot, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've seen you wear it, but it's tiny.
A little Mr. Men.
Yeah, looks nice. And obviously it's got all the Sidemen on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Very nice.
Been a fan of the Sidemen and stuff like that, and all the stuff they do anyway.
Well, old school KSI I was a fan of, for sure.
Yeah.
I really like KSI. I love the Sidemen videos where they would do hide and seek in a prison.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm like, really good. Cool concept.
They all done like good football ones as well. It was quite quite good. So
yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
But yeah, talk with football. FA Cup week.
Yeah.
Or FA Cup weekend.
United are playing right now, or
yeah. So we'll get into the games that happened. Starting with yesterday.
Okay.
First game, Crystal Palace versus Millwall.
Oh yeah.
Did you see what happened in the
I saw the tackle. That
tackle. I mean, that
was just attempted murder. Attempted murder.
Yeah, the keeper. If those who haven't seen it, the keeper has come out to try and clear a ball, which has come through. You got Jean-Philippe Mateta.
Yeah.
Palace. He's gone through. The Millwall keeper's come out, and it's one of the highest.
Does kick.
Well, back of the year.
Back of the year.
I said something like he's had 27 stitches. It was like a massive gash in the back of his ear. Cleaned him out. Yeah. A straight red card, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Can't complain about that.
No.
I mean, Palace went on to win it 3-1. Obviously, said they had the advantage.
Yeah.
Premier League team as well against Championship. But
yeah,
just thinking of that tackle gets me thinking of like some of the other bad tackles I've seen. I mean, like you had the De Jong.
Where
he
fourth to the chest,
right to the chest, like a kung fu kick kind of one.
Well, you say to the chest straight away. You think it's Zidane to Materazzi?
The header, the
headbutt,
not header, yeah, the headbutt.
Like turn around, bam!
There were some nasty leg breaks as well. I remember an accidental one, the Gibral CC one.
Oh, the Gibral CC.
When he was running down the line or something like him, and you like kind of kick the back of his leg and just
yeah. Oh.
There's been some
keen on Haaland, Alfie Haaland, wasn't it?
Yeah, Cantona on the supporter, the fan.
It's right, yeah.
Vinny Jones has probably got a couple.
Vinny Jones has got a few, yeah. There's a couple I see. Yeah, the leg breakers are just awful.
There's so many of them.
Oh.
But I think that's got to be one of the worst ones I've seen. I think horrendously to the head and that.
Yeah. Yeah, really bad. Yeah. So that was.
That's that, and then you had Preston versus Burnley. So Preston went and won 3-0.
Oh, great result.
Something like that's the first time Preston have been that far in the FA Cup ever.
Really? Really? Because they're a really old club, mind, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard that.
Yeah, I'm sure Preston are one of the oldest clubs in football in the whole country.
And then, so they're through. Bournemouth and Wolves. Now, I don't know if it's something to do with the FA Cup. There's a few red cards.
Yeah.
On the weekend. It gets people kind of heated. So,
yeah.
Bournemouth won it up.
Yeah.
Scored. Matthias Cunha.
Yeah.
An absolute worldie.
As he does.
As an equaliser back to Wolves. Then he goes and has a moment of kicking someone on the floor, kicking him near the head and put his head to him and stuff out there. And he got sent off.
Yeah.
In a rage of that. So
which is quite unlike him as a player, isn't it?
Yeah. But then Bournemouth went through on penalties.
Yeah.
And the end of that, I went to extra time.
Yeah.
And then obviously, the Giant Killers, Plymouth.
Well, they took the lead, didn't they? Took the lead.
Took Liverpool down as well in the last round, but they couldn't.
Nah.
Fair
play there.
Fair play. They were having a good go.
Yeah.
Because they have struggled in the Championship this year.
Yeah, they have.
So fair play. They're good. Yeah. And then a couple of games today. So first one.
What's the score?
My team.
Oh.
My team against Brighton today. So Isak comes back.
Yeah.
He did play in midweek. Comes back from gets a goal, gets a penalty.
Yeah, as he does.
And we played well. And then in the second half, they equalised. In the first half as well.
It's Brighton and no mugs there, I think.
They had a good goal. They got breakthrough. Now we made a few mistakes that game in the game. And then in the second half, I don't know why, but Corden goes and gets himself sent off. It's kind of like it's kind of like pass got played through. Isak's offside.
Yeah.
So plays gets blown up, but he's kind of ran on then Gordon with Van Hecke, I think it is.
Yeah.
For Brighton. It's gone through, and then he's just like, they're kind of pushing, and then Gordon's just put both hands, and like Richie, like that, really forcefully, to the back of his head. He's obviously gone 90 minutes in the middle of it.
But to the head.
Straight red card.
Yeah.
Can't argue it. I wouldn't. I don't know why he's done it. I can't defend him on that situation. But the problem with us now, it's a 3-match ban. He will miss the Carabao Cup final.
What? Because you're out of the FA Cup? Do you think?
Well, generally, I think it just carries over.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes it.
No.
Does it?
But it's a 3-match ban, so he's not. He won't unless we appeal for saying it's like not as violent as it is, and they might reduce it to 2. But basically, he's out of the Carabao Cup final.
One of your main players.
Yeah.
And someone who can cause trouble.
Definitely against like a Liverpool team potentially. So silly to do. Why would you do it? There's no need. Like it's only gone. It's not like it's all stopped the play.
Yeah.
But then obviously Brighton, when it got someone sent off, 2 yellow cards.
Yeah.
I think it was Lamptey potentially.
Yeah.
It was. And then the old man Danny Welbeck, not an old man, but the old player Danny Welbeck.
Well, he's getting on, right?
Got played through, and to be fair, credit to him, it was a beautiful finish over to Bravco to the top right.
Yeah.
We just never had enough to get back into it. Yeah, just kind of forward. So that's us out.
And I think I've just seen an update that we're also out.
Unfortunately, yeah. You were 1-1 with Fulham, and then you lost on penalties.
Honestly.
So it's another...
I'm still not going to harbour anything towards Amorim because he has come into a shit show.
Yep.
But something has to be done at that club.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could talk about it for ages, but, like, you know, what is it? Does he need to stick to his system?
Yeah, he does.
And he just needs to get the right players?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Because a load of managers have been chopping and changing. Look at Ten Hag. His system was working, and then he didn't have some players, and he started changing, tinkering, and then he just fell apart. But I truly believe if he stuck to it, got rid of the deadwood, got players in, got back in, I think he would have been all right.
Yeah.
Because look how his Ajax team went.
Well, exactly that, yeah.
Yeah, and Amorim, look at his Sporting team. I know the Premier League's different, but I still have faith. Got to judge him at the end of next season, see if he can do something.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. Okay.
But yeah, great. So both our teams are out. That was a lovely...
Yeah. They've done the draw. There is one more match tomorrow night, which is Forest against Ipswich.
Oh, you'd be expecting
Forest, yeah, probably to win that one.
Yeah.
So if I flick up the quarterfinals,
yeah.
So the draws have been done. So now Fulham are home to Crystal Palace.
Oh.
In the next round.
Yeah,
Do you want to do a quick prediction?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Fulham.
I'll go 2-2. Fulham goes for on penalties.
Okay. Preston versus Villa.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 to Villa.
Okay, I'll probably go 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think they might be a bit too much for Preston in the end.
Me too.
Bournemouth home to Man City.
Yeah.
You know what? I fancy Bournemouth.
Do you know, I said I felt like City had turned the corner. And you're not sure, are you?
No.
I don't know if they truly have.
I think at home, FA Cup, they've been playing good football this year anyway, Bournemouth. Like, not discrediting Man City. And I think it'd be a good game.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I fancy Bournemouth in that one. Like a 2-1 or something like that.
I'll go 2-1 Man City.
Okay. And then, obviously, Brighton, not just that, obviously, will then be playing either Forest or Ipswich. So, assuming it might be Forest, not spreading Ipswich.
If it was Forest, I would fancy Forest the way they have been playing.
If it was Ipswich, then probably would fancy Brighton.
Yeah. Wow.
We never know if they're going to knock out Forest. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what that is.
Wait and see.
But yeah, that's the FA Cup kind of wrap up.
Yeah.
I said both our clubs out, which is
amazing. Just
great.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Another great season. Another great season.
All we got now is a Carabao Cup final to look forward to.
Well, you never know on the day. I'd be surprised if you stopped this Liverpool team.
Yeah.
I'd be so surprised. But I will be hoping, praying, wishing, and everything else.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yes. Did you want to move on to what's going on in the world today?
Yeah, go on. By all means.
Sure. So, sticking with sport.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen any of the build-up for Eubank Jr. and Ben?
I haven't, and purely because I said I'm not the biggest boxing fan.
Yeah.
So I haven't, so I'm happy to be enlightened on what's happened if there's been any craziness.
Yeah, well, I will obviously tell you, and then I'll show you. But obviously, we won't do the YouTube clip yet until we got it sorted.
Yeah, okay.
We can do like it on the screen. But obviously, you must have heard that. Obviously, Eubank Jr. and Ben are fighting. Maybe.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah,
on and off for years.
I've seen that.
And Ben, obviously, Conor Ben failed 2 drugs tests.
Right.
And he said it was because he had a lot of eggs. Either way, though, he got cleared. I don't know. A lot of people were saying he's been cleared, but he hasn't proved that he didn't take it.
Right.
He's been cleared, and like not the same thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is happening again, and his last 2 fights he's fought at 154, usually 147.
Okay.
Eubank Jr. fights at 160, 168, 168. But they're doing it at 160. So basically, Eubank Jr. is going down, Ben's going up.
Right. Okay.
But they've got a catch weight in there, so Eubank Jr. can only rehydrate 10 pounds, not to what he would walk around in. It's effectively giving Conor Ben such a better chance.
Yeah, 100%.
Fighters who fight dehydrated or can't properly rehydrate, they're more chinny. They look gaunt, like on the sort of thing. So it is like Conor Ben is probably going to be the favourite. What a lot of people are saying is that if you want to come up to fight him at a weight class, no rehydration clause, just fight him. Because apparently he walks around at 175 anyway.
Right, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So this is this going on. Got cancelled, now it's back on. Like, he's been cleared to fight, so they're going to fight. And then the press conference, they're going at each other. And Eubank Jr., like his dad, senior, was a warrior. Like, he's the most well-spoken man.
Yeah.
Warrior. He winds Conor Ben out, like you can see in the press conference. Absolutely winding him up. Anyway, get to the face-off. And they're there. Everyone's there. And like if we're doing a face-off, you're Conor Ben there, and Eubank's going like this. And he's like saying something to him.
Yeah.
He's doing that. And all of a sudden, like out of his pocket, he just goes, blam, like that. Eggs him.
Oh, does he? Oh, no way.
Just crack like that. And then everyone's like, oh, shit. And
so it was almost like when he was doing that, maybe like
distracts him.
So you couldn't see it.
Yeah, he wears like Louis Vuitton and everything. But it's like 2 satchels are like stitched to it. So he's obviously walking around with an egg the whole time, like juggling it around, like bam, like that. Like, when am I going to egg him?
Yeah.
And like security's getting Conor Ben, like
kicked off then.
It all kicks off. Nigel Benn went over, he gets his hand on Eubank Jr.'s throat and that. And like Eddie Hearn, the promoter, like pushes the other promoter, like that, like you're gonna
like something. Yeah.
No. And then like they're holding him back, and he's just like that. He's just like got egg on his face, like that, like going nuts. And he's like, "You're dead." But mate, nuts. Like, just what do you think? He's just premeditated. He's like,
and he just
boom, egged him.
So is this the first fight between them?
Yeah.
But obviously the dads had the
2 fights.
Yeah, and one of them was the legendary fight, wasn't it?
Both were legendary.
Yeah, okay.
But like the first fight, they're both undefeated. But Nigel Benn, I'm pretty sure, hadn't gone past the 3rd round. He knocked everyone out and that. And Eubank, everyone was like, oh, cool. I think they were calling Eubank Sr. the Pretender or something like that. Something like that. And it was a hellacious fight, but Eubank got the better of him, stopped him. I think it was the 9th, 10th or 11th. Watched it not long ago, actually. A hell of a fight, mate. Slowing each other, battering each other. Second fight was a draw. Probably Ben should have just edged it, but
yeah.
But obviously hellacious rivalry.
It's be interesting, like said, like being a dad, now seeing like having that war, and then like now seeing like your son's doing
it.
So you do it now, like.
Well, that's the thing, yeah, because Nigel Benn is obviously in his son's corner, but as eccentric as Eubank Sr. is, he doesn't think the fight should go ahead because of the rehydration.
Right. Okay.
And like, obviously, Nigel Benn and Eubank Sr. have both been in fights where they've beat opponents or hit opponents, Michael Watson, and they've lifelong brain damage.
Well, I think I might have seen. Yeah, I might have seen that. Yeah.
Michael Watson, he was dominating Eubank Sr., but he hit it with that uppercut. But yeah, it was just so it's Eubank Sr. and obviously it's his son. He's like, if the fight was no rehydration, he'd probably be a bit better with it. But he was against it, and so it's what it is.
So it'd be interesting. So when is it?
April 26th.
And where are they fighting?
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not in Saudi.
That's what I was thinking. 'Cause
Yeah.
the fights have been going over to Saudi and stuff. Like you had what's the other one the other week? No, not the other week, but
Oh yeah, literally the other week, wasn't it?
that was over in Saudi, wasn't it?
That was in, like most of them.
When Parker had to fight.
Yeah, literally the other week, Parker and he fought Bacoli. He was supposed to fight.
About that?
Yeah, that's it. He was supposed to fight Dubois, wasn't he?
That's right. Yeah.
And Dubois was ill or something. He couldn't fight, so Bacoli stepped in. He was supposed to be the boogeyman.
Well, he's meant to be the most unavoidable. Most avoidable. Sorry,
Yeah.
most avoidable one. No one wants to fight him.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
He's a lump. He's like 6'5", 280 odd pounds. Obviously, he wasn't fighting fit.
Yeah.
Coming at 315 £. Giant of a bloke.
Yeah, that's massive.
He fights like George Foreman. Like, he doesn't seem fast, but he's accurate and he hits heavy. But Parker smashed him, mate.
Yeah.
Parker
boxed him or
outboxed him, smashed him, stopped him. Stopped him.
Oh, on the ground, didn't it?
Yeah, he TKO or KO'd him.
Okay.
He hit him and it was like a looping shot. And he hit him like top of the head.
Right.
Just see his head go like that. And he just stumbles back and he's gone. He lost from that. But yeah, that was amazing. And of course, on that card was Bivol against Beterbiev too.
That was the main match, wasn't it?
That was the main. The main fight. You were like, they're both like 2 pound for pound,
like
level.
What weight
boxers?
is that now?
Oh, sorry. I think it's like a heavyweight.
Okay.
Which is like
sorry.
no, I'll say it regardless. I think it's £175.
Yeah.
I think it's light heavy. They're not cruiser, but they're both amazing. Like Beterbiev won the first one, probably just this one. Bivol come back, mate. Yeah. It's just a master clash. See, like 2 elite boxers, and he won it.
Yeah.
So it's one apiece. So it'll be a trilogy now. So yeah, a great card that was as well.
Any other big boxing matches this year then, which were like any heavyweight ones?
Yeah, well, no, not heavyweight, but
are you sick this year or anything? Maybe?
No, he probably will fight.
Yeah,
I think he should just retire. He's done it all. Undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed heavyweight, twice, gold medal. Right, he's one of the best ever. Terence Crawford against Canelo is a super fight level thing. Crawford's going up to fight Canelo,
right?
Similar to
the Ben
but there's no rehydration. Crawford's fighting him on merit. He's going up, walking around. Canelo should win. He's much bigger.
Yeah.
But that is going to be a spectacle. Can't remember when it is. I think it's still a few months out.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, you've got Joshua in the mix. Tyson Fury. I still don't believe he's properly retired.
Well, what's your thoughts on Joshua though? Really, not really.
He got sparked out, didn't he? With Dubois. I'm not one of those Joshua haters. It seems like as many fans as he got, he's also got a lot of haters.
Yeah.
I think fair play to him. He fights everyone. Fury and Wilder obviously didn't want to fight him because Joshua showed he'd fight anyone else.
Yeah, it would have happened otherwise by now.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where he goes. People are talking about Wilder, but he looks shot. I reckon you could spark out Wilder. I'm not sure. I love my boxing and MMA.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of any other fights. Probably someone listening is going to go, oh, about that, duh. I can't think.
That's all you to worry about. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, other in sports, I suppose another one which I'm probably not too much involved in, but obviously seen a lot of it in the news and stuff now, obviously Formula One. So now Hamilton at Ferrari.
Ferrari.
So obviously the whole thing of they dropped Perez? Was it from Ferrari? No, not Perez.
Because Sainz is still there. No, not Sainz, Leclerc, isn't it?
Yeah, so they got Sainz.
It was Sainz.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wasn't it?
I can't remember.
Well, anyway, Hamilton's at Ferrari.
Hamilton is at Ferrari.
Screaming down the thing now. Oh, God, you got it wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't care.
Hamilton's at Ferrari. He's obviously got...
Been unveiled in the red kit. Looks amazing. Like he is, for me, probably the best ever. I've always had a soft spot for Senna. Love Senna. But yeah, to see him in the Ferrari, I don't know how it ended, if it was practice 2 of testing him out. But when I looked last time, he was the quickest, Hamilton.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know how competitive that car is going to be against the Red Bull, who have dominated on for years. But I would love to see Hamilton win in Ferrari, go out with 8 World Championships, and cement himself as the best ever.
Yeah, because you can't take it away from him. He's a great driver.
Amazing.
And obviously the vehicles obviously let him down, I suppose, over the last few years. But like I said, obviously you've got
Max
Verstappen, a great driver as well.
Yeah.
Obviously proves it, but he's obviously got the Red Bull car, which just seems to be better than everyone else's car. Even
done
if,
this again.
I thought they've done it now, like that all the cars have to be
Nah,
like they stand, like they have to have the same like would be the same.
but they're obviously doing something.
Little bits, yeah.
Because that car.
And by the time they've done it, the year after everyone else does it, they've done something else.
Exactly.
And then So hopefully Ferrari might be able to give it a decent car.
Yeah, like an actual battle. Because like Hamilton got screwed out of the last championship, didn't he? Did you see that controversy? It was the last time they were in a competitive car, and he was winning the race.
Okay.
And it was the last race of the season between him and Verstappen, and they were behind the safety car. And like usually, you would follow it round.
Yeah, that's right.
For one lap or something, and that'd be it. He would have won. It was like half a lap or something. But the guy, it was like the FIA, or I can't remember what it was, but he was just like, no, you can race and that. And Verstappen had the fresher car, so he overtook him with a couple of corners left. It was a lot of controversy. Okay. He should have had 8 then, but he took it like absolute chin.
Fair play. Yeah, you have to, and there's no need to be like it.
Yeah, but... and I will say, just for the listeners and the watchers, I have met the man. I've met Hamilton. Me and a few of the lads back in, I think it's 2012, watched F1 in Hungary, the Hungaroring, I think. It was amazing. We saw Hamilton race there, so we were there for the whole weekend, which was a brilliant weekend. We went to the, you could go to like the pit stop area before.
Okay.
And like there was like a whole crowd of people. You could see some of the drivers. And who would he have been with then? It would have been McLaren. I think he was with Jenson Button.
Yeah, okay.
And he was there. And Schumacher, we actually saw Schumacher drive. He was still racing that time.
Oh, okay.
And he was there. We were in the crowd.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like people from all over the world. A lot of Finnish love it, and they're nuts. Love Kimi Räikkönen. We were there, me and a few mates there. We're like, Jensen, come, can you sign this? Can you sign this? Da, da, da. Mate, he turned his back to the whole, to everyone. He didn't sign nothing.
Well, that was unusual. I thought he's a local boy, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
From Froome, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from Froome.
Yeah,
right, I don't know if you would have heard us, but we were shouting, and the whole crowd was, and he didn't sign anything. And but in the public eye, people are like, oh, he seems like a nice guy. He probably is.
Yeah.
But it's just, oh, right, that'll surprise him. Lewis Hamilton comes out, who has the media perception of being arrogant and a dickhead, and he signed from one end to the other, mate. And it was a few hundred meters he was going. Yeah. And he was going. He got to us, and we were the first Brits. We're like, Lewis, how you doing? And he was like, all right, lads, how are you? Like, it's really sound. And he was like, oh, good. And like everyone was just asking him to sign something. I thought, I'm not like that anyway. I was like, oh, so how's the car doing? Do you think you're going to win? And you could tell he appreciated, like famous people or something appreciate not just can you sign this?
You're actually asked,
talking to him.
Person, and asked him.
And I was like, how do you think? Yeah, how do you think the car's doing? He's like, yeah, we got a good chance. They're feeling good. And then, and we're like, oh, are you going to win for us? He's like, I'm going to win for you, lads. Like, really, really nice. I'm going to chat. And then he went from about me to 5 meters away. And my mate Andy was like, oh, no, didn't sign my hat. I literally grabbed it. I was like, Lewis, can you sign this? Come straight back, signed it. He's like, I'm going to win it for you, lads. And went off.
Oh, fair play. Yeah, it's
nice.
Yeah, really nice of him.
And he won.
And he won the race.
He won.
Yeah.
I would like to think.
Back when he was winning pretty much everything, wasn't he?
Well, at McLaren, it was like that, because at Mercedes was when he was winning everything.
Oh, sorry.
McLaren, he was still real competitive, and he did win once there, I think. But yeah, he was up there.
Okay.
But yeah, so he won it for us.
Specific of a year. Yeah.
Well, for me, mate.
Shout out to something there.
Okay. Shout
out. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, I've always liked Formula One. I'll probably always like to go to one myself. Never been one, but they've got they've added a few others now. You've got Saudi now, haven't you, as well and stuff. But I always liked, even when we used to play Gran Turismo and stuff. I remember that game, Gran Turismo.
Oh, Gran Turismo 3, especially.
Monaco.
I know.
I'd love to go to Monaco F1. I reckon that.
Yeah.
Just being there, in Monaco itself, but the actual course itself just looks amazing.
It's amazing. And you could either be imagine if you're on there on your yacht watching from that way, which a lot of them do, or watching either way. It'd be great. Yeah.
You remember, I don't think it was on the Monaco racetrack, but I remember I mentioned and showed it to you before, sent you the video. It was like the F2 or something, it was on F1. And the guy was like, this is just like, how insane, because, driving a Formula 1 car, completely different driving a normal car, obviously.
Yeah.
But, all the training and everything they got through, and like their reactions, you think, like, you think when we react when you're driving, it's different. But I remember saying, he's like, he's
Oh, yeah.
Remember this one?
Yeah.
So it's like in the tunnel, he's coming around the bend, and one of the cars has broken down or something in front of him.
And it is.
But it's not like even like a panicked reaction. He just like lifts it, and it's like a little bang like that. Like the car's like almost hit him. It's just like a tiny little boom boom, and the car just goes bam bam like that. And his reaction time, and it's like if he didn't, like,
and he still
him himself.
Yeah, for sure he was dead. It was just like that, and it was like, well, they have arguably got the best reaction time in the world, haven't they?
Yeah, so I was just like, like fair play to him.
Oh, unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable, yeah. That's just our banter, don't worry.
Okay, so things this week then. Not the biggest fan of maybe talking about politics and all that all the time, but it's been going on. Trump and Zelensky. I mean,
mate, how could you not have seen it there? Like,
you would have seen it, but like people's views on it and stuff and that. But I just think
Zelensky was in the White House.
It's all my fault. Like, it comes out. There was a couple of things, like, it comes out, obviously he's wearing his what he normally wears, Zelensky, and then I saw a clip that he's like, he's in the airport, and the guy stood up, and he's like, how can you not wear, why are you not wearing a suit? Why are you being expected we're not wearing a suit?
Who cares, mate?
But they've got Musk,
who never wears a suit.
He's got a cap, he's got a t-shirt on. I know. I know. But then, like, obviously, it seemed like alright a little bit, and then, like, Trump was kind of right with Zelensky, but then Vance
and they're going back and forth.
And then Trump was like, I'm defending Vance, and then
they tried to bully him. Yeah.
But then it was like,
trying to bully him.
Just say thank you. Haven't you come here? You haven't said thank you for what's helping you. Like,
that's bully tactics, mate.
And then obviously, like, you read about it, and it's like there's people you see off camera, like you didn't even see them, they've been on camera. People just said like there's like Ukrainians and even Americans, just like their hands and heads just like that, just like couldn't believe what was going on in front of them, because it's just like,
I've seen a lot of clips, obviously on YouTube and that. You see the comments, and it is like American after American after American are like ashamed.
Yeah,
can't believe this our world leader. His true colours are showing, as if you didn't know him.
Yeah, I just don't like why they're attacking Zelensky like that and making that.
It's because they're in the pocket, probably, of Putin. Like, don't get me, Vlad. But like, literally, it was the Winston Churchill quote talking about, I think it was Hitler or something. It's just like, you appease up to them, you play up to them. He was talking about Hitler at the time, and people were like, this is coming full circle again, like Putin and all that. It's like they're appeasing to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, obviously everyone, like, you've seen like the European leaders and that, they're all like, we're still behind Zelensky.
Yeah.
Everyone in the world obviously wants it to stop.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a bit of peace and stuff, obviously. And it's just like, what's the right way of doing it? And, the European and obviously Zelensky got views and the Americans have got different views. And I suppose that's it. I mean, I don't know how it's going to get sorted or what's going to happen, but we'll have to just see what happens.
I know.
Space, I suppose, in terms of what goes on with the war, obviously.
Yeah, and like, much respect to Ukraine for what they're doing. Like,
feel for the people what they've had to go through.
Like, honestly, right next to my sister, where she lives in Bristol, where we live, literally next door, there's a family who've taken Ukrainians in, and the Ukrainian, there's a man, funny enough, I think he fought for a little bit, and then he managed to get over his family. So great for him.
Yeah.
He built the wall now, and he built the most beautiful mural of like the family, Ukraine and Great Britain. I'll take a photo and maybe upload it for socials and stuff.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And I've never seen him or spoke to him, but my family, or it might have been my dad and my sister, I can't remember, spoke to them, and they're like the loveliest people. Obviously heartbroken and gutted that they've had to come all this way.
Yeah.
It's just awful, mate.
Awful. No, it is.
Yeah.
So, kind of wrapping up a little bit of stuff we talked about there, we'll talk a bit more, but about halfway through now. Do you want me, I'm just getting up on my phone, some facts about the beer?
Well, yeah, I just finished it, and that was, I think it might be number one,
Yeah, well, we'll put it up. I'll let you do the thing today. So, I'll say the Regal or Regali. I've probably got it wrong. But it says here it's a flagship beer. It's a fest beer So it's 5.2.
5.2.
Yeah.
A fat
Golden colour, white foam, and a German aroma. I get that quite a bit. It goes on about...
delicious.
What else are they saying about here? Not really much there. Oh, it won Beer of the Year. Doesn't say what year it says, but it just says it has won awards, including Beer of the Year. So
I'm not surprised.
Whenever that was. But it's a traditional German brewery located in Augsburg area. It's run by the Priller family.
Okay.
Brauhaus was created in 1884 when Sebastian Regalio Sr. acquired the brewery, which originated in 1386.
Oh, I see.
So it's kind of cool.
But they have got 1386 on the bottle one.
Yeah. So
I'll let you do it.
I still haven't finished mine, so I'll let you do it.
You sure? Well,
I finish it, and I'll give you my.
All right. Well, I'll wait.
I'll give you my rating.
I'll wait for you.
I'll do it now. Right. So get up here. Let's have a look. So what are you thinking?
I'm gonna be quite honest. That Riegele. Riegele. I am going to give it an 8.8.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's high. It is delicious. I'm gonna stock some of them.
Thinking like, when did we get into the nines? You know, like
I think 9 exactly. Like 9 or above has got to be some of the best beer you've ever had.
Agree.
Which is close.
Yeah, I agree. For me, it's better than the Quilmes, which was amazing. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go 8.7.
Yeah, yeah. It's above an 8.5 in it.
I might be underdoing it. I mean, it could be more than that, but I'm just thinking we've got a lot of beer to get.
Yeah,
depends how.
Well, we end up doing over a couple of 100 episodes. Eventually, we would have tried all the beers.
Yeah, so there we go. That's the latest one on the board.
And maybe, eventually, like when we do it and we get more established in that, we'll do like a little review for each one.
Yeah.
Like put it on our socials and that, and have like a little little leaderboard or tier somewhere, like a link to something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah. But yeah, very good.
Okay.
Delicious.
I suppose something like I said, we touched on it before. Something which is interesting in our lives is obviously gaming.
Love it. Avid
gamers play a lot of games, different varied games, but the game we played most of is obviously Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
So
played it to a high level.
Yeah, we played to high level.
And still are.
Still watch, obviously, pro scene.
There we go.
The professional Call of Duty scene.
Yeah, there is one.
If people don't watch it, will know about it. There's obviously esports. You've probably seen esports for like Fortnite and things like bigger games which get more traction and stuff.
Yeah.
But Call of Duty, there's a professional scene. There's multiple teams. I don't know how many teams in total we play there, but yeah, 12 teams. There you go. They play in like a kind of like a
pro circuit,
and then there's obviously tournaments, etc., etc. Anyway,
and a league.
There's a league, so it's very big. They get paid a lot of money, and they can win big prize money from the tournament stuff. But one of the biggest teams, Optic, which has been around for a while,
they are the biggest team
and they've had some of the best players ever played from before.
Yeah,
they struggling a little bit at the moment, and there's a reason for it. Yeah, there's a reason. Like obviously, well, we don't think there's. The reason is, they lost one of their best. They won the World Championships last year.
Won the World Championship.
We're coming into new season. You full build on it. There was obviously some issues with one of the players, and he had to be
controversy.
Yeah, he had to be kind of dropped. They brought in another player who they've had before.
Who played brilliant. Who was brilliant.
They obviously didn't get much success the first minor tournament.
Yeah.
Or major tournament.
Major. It was a major. Yeah.
And then obviously they just out of the decided to drop Hugh.
For Pred.
Player again. To come back in.
So obviously he sorted his issues. But it now looks like they should have kept Hugh, brought Pred back, and benched Kenny.
Yeah.
Because you got to look at it. That probably would have made Kenny.
Who could have gone flex?
A lot of people saying even Pred.
Okay.
Flex is like or you use two different guns, SMG and AR. But yeah, Pred apparently has done it before, really good. Hugh and Shotzi went sub, and that could have lit a fire in Kenny. So if it work out,
exactly. And it's just like it's unusual to see them now. I mean, there's some other great teams like
FaZe, Surge
with Neptune.
Yeah,
I've been watching some out. Honestly, some of its plays.
Even Cloud9 have up their game. What was the result?
And stuff and that, and Mac.
What was the final result? They beat Thieves, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know.
They were 2-1 up Maccan.
Oh, okay.
But they were saying since he stopped trying to just go for kills and go OBJ again, they have looked a different team.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see. But yeah, I just thought.
Just a short. Yeah, like I know, like there's some people who listen do really love the game, and we will say though, there was a pro on that scene for a while who we trained completely.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So, Shawnee.
Shawnee boy.
Shawnee boy, big shout out
to this one day.
We so I suppose long story short, wasn't it? We played on Call of Duty Black Ops 2, wasn't it?
Black Ops 2, yeah.
Back in 2012.
Yeah.
Where we met a couple of players and we were playing competitively, and obviously Shawnee came along.
Shawnee come along.
Was playing with us, and we played like online tournaments with him and everything. And this is for that we all played on.
We were pretty much around semi-professional level then, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were close to.
We were playing really well. Everyone was good on our team and stuff and that. And then obviously, him just being a bit younger than us,
a lot younger,
was able to probably put more time into it, and obviously went off to other teams and stuff. But
went over to America, yeah,
made it.
Yeah, made it.
Was on the professional scene for a very long time. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, very proud of you, mate.
Of what he achieved and everything and that. And,
we're living over there now.
Funny when you, there's a big fan base, except for Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And there's obviously other people who, obviously know him personally and stuff and that as well. But, watching him then, on YouTube, being streamed or
really proud of him.
Yeah, really cool.
And, we played with him for a couple of years and, really got on with him, and then we met him at a tournament, didn't we? Brilliant.
That was London. Yeah.
Best LAN ever.
Yeah. There was no American LAN.
Proud,
which will be
that comes close to European, specifically British.
They had the other one recently.
Spain, Madrid.
Spain was again insane again.
Yeah, of course.
They just said they've got to do more in Europe.
Yeah, no, I know. Maybe one day we get Shawnee on here and do a little. That'd be good. I think he'd like that. Yeah,
that'd be good because there'll probably be stuff we don't know behind the scenes of.
No, yeah.
He had to maybe do. We know they do any job, because people listen to this might think, oh, it's just gaming, kids game and stuff. But
more to it than that.
Professional circuit is it's a set regime.
They've got really good wages.
They look after themselves as well. Fitness and dietary, because obviously for mentality and stuff and that. Really make its impact and everything. So yeah, they got a lot to work on. They have coaches and stuff with them, don't they?
All sorts. They go on retreats and that as a team to get better. It's professional. It is professional now.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a lot more than what maybe some people might think.
Yeah, for sure.
Much about it.
Yeah, well, we could do that. We could talk to him for ages, couldn't we?
Yeah, 100%.
Just while I'm reminded, because I spoke to him last night, and since the last episode, Soul's other kid is called Uri.
Okay.
Because on the last episode,
we were
butchered that. So sorry. I spoke to him. He was obviously deeply offended. Not really, but his beautiful son Uri, and Joaquin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who we travelled. Yeah, I thought I'd put that in there, just to
rectify the issue.
Yeah.
I you like
problem, that. But yeah.
Because I brought that to the road trip, eh?
No, yeah. But yeah, no. Well, we could talk about gaming for ages. No, it's mixed. Maybe we'll do an episode on it one time.
Yeah. I'd be very happy to do that. Just talk about it, everything.
Like our career one time.
Yeah.
Because it has been a career. We have competed a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes. The loads. Yeah, through all different titles. I didn't know how many. If you had to count them up, I didn't know how many COD titles that's probably we've been through. And we've been playing, competing, and that.
Yeah. Halo 2.
Well, you played a lot of Halo 2, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, got anything else for this episode you might think you want to?
Well, there's been a few more questions.
Okay.
Come in. So, would you like me to?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Because you, by the time this comes out, you would have realised that we have got another segment, like a Q&A segment, where you send in questions, advice, whatever you want, and we'll answer it, read it, dance to it, whatever.
Yeah, short segment.
Short segment.
Separate from these longer podcast episodes.
That we really enjoy doing. We're going to continue to do more because we love this format.
Yeah.
Don't we? Like, love having a chat. I love seeing, like, I love seeing your dog. Not really, it's getting sick already.
No, that's it, yeah. Like Bendis and
dickhead. But yeah, so a few questions. Should I do like 5 or 6 again?
Yeah, cool.
And you must have a couple here, I reckon, because we played football a lot together, but you have obviously continued, whereas I haven't. What's the most embarrassing football moment you've ever had?
The most embarrassing football moment I've ever had.
Yeah.
Definitely an own goal.
Yeah.
I haven't scored loads, but definitely was an own goal. And
really?
I remember it now. It was in a league match. I got the blame from it from the whole half, the team and stuff and that. And basically, I got put in centre back. I didn't want to play centre back. Okay.
Did all right though, didn't you?
I did all right centre back, and I was doing all right all game and stuff. And basically, their left wing had the ball. He's crossed it in. It's come over, and I'm outside the box. And I'm like, well, there's no striker on me. He's like kind of on the other centre back. And I thought, I'll just nod it back into the box. And the keeper would be there, right? And obviously there was no communication.
So there was no challenge.
So it's come in, so I've nodded it back, and as I've literally nodded it and looked to my right, the keeper is on the edge of the box, waiting to like kind of come out and grab, even though he could never have grabbed the ball because it was outside.
Didn't call for it.
Didn't call for it, so I've nodded it, and all I've just seen is this ball just go roll, and roll, and roll, over the line and in. And I was just like...
I wanted they were all like, sure.
Yeah, and I was like, I got the blame for it. I got lucky that game probably and stuff and that. Yeah, there's a few things I've given like penalties away and stuff. The only red card I'd have wasn't even a challenge. It was like when we used to play. I used to play.
Yeah.
The guy basically came in, did like a 2-foot challenge on me.
Sure.
Did like badly hurt me, but it was high, caught me hard and stuff and that. So he's gone down. Obviously, he's on the floor anyway because he's half me. I've gone down. I've got up straight away like that, and he's starting to get up, and I've just pushed him in the chest, pushed him back down to the ground, and obviously gave him some words and stuff.
Yeah.
Referee comes over, just sends me off. Nothing for him. And I was like, he's just gone for a 2-foot challenge, nothing. And I got straight apart because I pushed him back down. So it's not like it was even that like. He reacted.
Yeah.
Went to the face or anything like that, like now, like what, what Gordon done today and stuff like that, like flying that. But yeah, I got sent off for that, and that was years ago before. But yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, I suppose that's probably some of the funniest moments, I think.
Fair play. I'll quickly share my story because I was playing for Warmley Rangers at the time. We were a really good team. I was 16, 15, and I was like a centre mid, like a general, like Roy Keane, and I was. I
love you're comparing yourself to a Roy Keane.
I'm there, Roy's there, but we were playing, and it was a tough match. It was like 2-2, and I was giving it to like the opposite team player on that. Anyway, I took some of the free kicks, and I think he was called Joe on our team. He took really good ones as well. I took a few anyway. I had a free kick, and it was probably near to the end of the match, but it was a good chance. I thought, I'm going to smash it here. Got a good shot. I'll smash it here. So the ball was there, the goal was there, and I was there, and it was set up like the keeper was like to the left. So I thought, I'm just going to see what happens. So and I was stepping up. I blast it, but I like almost slipped. Like, remember John Terry against United?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I did it, but the way I slipped, I caught it still toe punting. So I was going to hit it with obviously where the laces are. I went like that, so I toe punted it. And my player, who was in the wall like that, he goes like, she's coming towards him. It hits his elbow.
Yeah.
Comes flying back at me, and I had braces on at the time. And it went, boom, like that. It was just like that. Busted open everywhere. I looked like fucking Jaws. Like that. I was just like that. And I was like, like that. And the guy walked past, he was just like, you fucking shit at free kicks, mate. And I was just like, coming in front. I was like, felt like an idiot.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing worse than that, is there?
No.
I will say, though, like, playing, like, Saturday, Sunday League football, sometimes, like, there's no better feeling than scoring, like, good goal.
Yeah.
Like, near the end, or something out, could be a cut match, or any match, and I thought you there, and, like, your mates running over to you now, and just scoring that, like, goals. So this is great, I only ever scored bangers as well. I never.
Own goals.
Just
sounds like own goals you just score, really. But yeah, we played a lot, didn't we? A lot of five-a-sides. Like,
We did.
Didn't we win a league as well in Whitchurch?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We
won a league.
Yeah.
We played a lot of five-a-side together.
I actually like that. That was weird. That was an indoor five-a-side.
But it was the best concept of, because you know a lot of goals or a five-a-side is not above head.
They're like short, yeah.
No,
this was like seven-a-side, like height kind of goal net.
Seven-a-side goal net, but like you could kick it as high as you wanted.
No sideboards. It was like net.
No sideboard. You could slide. I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Or it's like you could do more. It was really good, wasn't it? And then the whole centre got.
Yeah.
We won the league there. It was really good. You had a good team, didn't we?
Did have a good team.
Yeah. Where's the other one? Just loading. I'm sure you've got an answer for this because I remember the photo you sent me. What's the dumbest way you've injured yourself or been injured?
When I rolled my ankle.
In it?
Yeah.
In it?
Yeah, when I was coaching my football, and I went to show the kids how to do a Cruyff turn during Saturday, and run out the ball, went to do a Cruyff turn, and rolled my ankle, and it popped. It was horrible, man, because I landed all the way.
You could hear it, yeah.
And I hobbled back over, and they were like, you could see that some of the parents were laughing, like, what's this guy just done? Yeah, so that pop, that was horrendous. But we said that. I actually fractured it in two places up there because of it. Yeah, and obviously I didn't go as you do. I didn't go and properly get it looked at properly. I was stupid of it. But when I did, they obviously looked and it's like, yeah, you've got like kind of a little fracture there, but it's just like fused and healed now. I did. So if I had gone and got it properly looked at and casted, it would have been a lot better. But like a weird kind of bone formation there.
So you're now teaching 8-year-old girls like to a Cruyff turn. 1 minute you're there. And then the whole parents look you like, oh.
That's it, I'm just gone down, yeah. It's just, I know, I never let that down.
Brilliant. Where's this one?
Cool.
Interesting, good question.
Go on.
I guess this be from your experience. Which country has the best drinking culture?
Drinking culture?
Could mean anything you want, I guess. Like, you've gone there and everyone seemed good, having a laugh, or like...
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you been to Ireland yet?
No, I've not been to Ireland. I've heard it's meant to be good.
We'll have to visit you, Clarke, by the way. Our friend Clarke
got a friend over there
lives
in
Ireland, or Irish Guinness, man, is just... If we could have an Irish Guinness, that would be a 9+.
I tell you what, somewhere I've not been.
Yeah.
I mentioned on the last episode, but it looks quite cool and I'd like to go drinking there. Japan.
Yeah.
When you see them go to these places and stuff
yeah.
like that, and I've seen like loggers and stuff and that go there and they like drinking with the like locals and stuff like that, Japanese, and it looks amazing. I'd love to do that.
Whiskey, mate.
Yeah.
We got in the bar here, like we'll do like a tour as well. Where there's a shelf full of probably 50 bottles of alcohol.
Yeah.
At least half is whiskey.
Just whiskey, yeah. We
love whiskey. We got the Suntory there. And what's the other one we love?
Hibiki.
Yeah.
Lovely whiskey.
Oh,
I like your whiskey.
Love it.
Yeah, I said, yeah, Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
I'd like to go there and drink with them.
And everything the Japanese do is like really pristine and like...
And it's always respectful, isn't it?
Respectful,
like,
dedicated, like that. Oh, this is, a good question again, fair play. I have to start reading out who sent it. What's a conspiracy theory that you secretly believe in, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist?
Flat Earth. I'm not a flat earth. I suppose it's not really like it's one of the biggest ones, and we talk about it and that. But I don't think that we're the only
aliens.
I don't think we're only living things in the universe. Maybe not in our universe, or I don't know. But I know we're trying to go to different planets stuff, but I don't know. I just can't see it. Like there must be other things out there for how vast the universe is, which is incomprehensible. And I remember watching a thing like Brian Cox.
Well, that's what's changed my mind.
And he was like,
Brian Cox.
He got asked on one of the things, what's the thing which blows his mind and stuff? Yeah. And it was like that the human mind cannot conceive how big the universe is.
And how many planets are like...
Yeah, exactly. So there must be something. I'm not saying they're humans or like humanoid form or like us or aliens as perceived in film, just some sort of something. Yeah. So like,
I will say I don't think aliens have ever visited this planet. I truly don't. Especially the stuff that's coming out from ex-Area 51 employees now, which are saying it's a hoax and a lot of rubbish.
Yeah, there's going to be people on both sides of the fence on this. Well,
they're going to be aliens. But yeah, I agree. I do think there's other life.
There's something out there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like aliens from Predator and Aliens films.
Imagine if it's Thanos. God,
I mean, if it, yeah. I suppose it's not. Yes, it's not really like I suppose a conspiracy theory, but yeah, I do think we're the only ones.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
What's your conspiracy theory? If you have one.
I'm not big on them though, am I?
Well, no, I know, but okay.
I'm trying to think. Well, I agree with you there. I agree that there's probably other life.
Okay, I'll throw one at you.
Yeah.
Did they land on the moon? The moon landing.
Yeah.
Go on, then.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Do you know, for ages, I was like, no, they didn't, because you see the video of the gravity and the flags.
Yeah, they all
stuff,
cover people like, yeah.
But like, I watched the thing and like they debunked it and like you showed it. It wouldn't surprise me if they did fake it, mind. America, because they were in such a race. And it's weird how to this day, like, no one's set foot since, and technology has gone.
Yeah, especially if like all the rockets are sending up and everything they can do now. Yeah,
isn't that with some reason no one wants to go on the moon all of a sudden? It's like, come on, mate. Like, you could easily, if it was possible, set up a space station on the moon.
I've seen Transformers. I don't want to go to the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, no. I'm not set. I'm not completely convinced they did, because I could definitely see, like, you see the areas in Area 51 or around like Nevada, whatever it was, where they faked or like the terrain, and it was like similar to the moon landing video and that in the photos. It'd be a hard thing to fake. Obviously, people saw the rocket and land.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, like,
yeah,
you talk about Area 51 as well and stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Can you remember, like, was it not, like, it was a couple of years ago or something? Remember that big thing when everyone was going to go to Area 51 and storm it?
Yeah.
And they were like, we strongly advise you don't come here because, like, we will shoot you and stuff.
Didn't someone get shot, or like they fired the guns or something?
Oh, I don't know, but yeah,
like,
it was
people
like,
certainly realised why
they were going to do like some sort of mass thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they get gunned. Yeah.
I remember that.
All right, and just to finish this little bit off, I'll do a couple of quick fires at you.
Go on then.
Right then. Pints or shots?
Pints.
Pub or club?
Pub. We said that last episode. Yeah.
And this next one?
Yeah.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Yeah, so I'll have that. City break or beach holiday?
Oh, there's no quick answer to that. I like both. City break, I like exploring cities.
Fight 10 duck-sized Haaland.
What?
Or 1 Haaland-sized duck.
10 duck-sized Haalands.
Yeah, it's always,
yeah.
always the bigger thing is going to be
a
threat, isn't it? Win the lottery or be famous?
Win the lottery.
No,
so they can become famous.
No, we're famous now.
Make myself famous. Yeah.
Never drink beer again or never watch football again. Oh, that is because you think, I want to watch football, but then all the times you have a good beer, mate.
Never drink beer. I think, yeah. I'd have to find. I could drink something else.
Okay.
I'd have to drink something else. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Like, yeah. To be fair, I was thinking football, but then like I could have a nice Bacardi.
Never watch football again would be devastating for me.
Yeah. Early night or an all nighter?
All nighter, you know me.
Would you rather be too hot or always be too cold?
I mean, it's cold now, but I'm like, I want the heat. But then when it gets too hot, and like, you know, when you're at nighttime, you're just struggling to try and cool yourself down.
I know, yeah, but being freezing, it's more uncomfortable, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, rather be hot than cold.
Yeah. And there we go. Thank you again for the questions.
It was really good, like that.
Can't believe like how much we're getting already. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sending them to our socials and that. We love it. We love it.
Equally, I know I keep getting the beers. before beers are open, right? If there's any beers you suggest that we should try,
for sure,
let us know, and then we will go get them and try them as well.
Let us know.
It was a good show.
Honestly, let us know. We'll try it. We are sure.
Yeah.
Fucking cool.
I think that wraps up this episode, really.
Yeah.
Been another one. It's gone fly by again.
It does,
Good
mate.
one. We'll get started talking about things. Yeah. So, hope you've enjoyed it again. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah. Be sure to follow, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And see you on the next one, yeah.
Cheers. Bye, everyone.